Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing well. Long time no see, everybody. If you're watching this, you're probably wondering, Eddie, where have you been this past 10 months? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing where I've been, why I've been gone, and why I'm back now. I'm not going to share everything in detail. I'm going to, keep some things private, but I'll share kind of a few highlights of what's been happening in the past 10 months and what to expect on this channel moving forward. So if you didn't know, my wife and I, we had a son born in January of this year. So he's officially 10 months old. And my gosh, so much respect to parents because raising a newborn is crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure there's different tiers of difficulty raising a newborn. I'm pretty sure some are easier than others and some are more difficult than others. For us, in our case, we had definitely a more extreme difficult side, I would say. And the primary reason, I can't say extreme, but it was difficult because our son had really severe eczema. Around like 2 to 3 months, we started to realize that he started rashing up on his face, and he just had eczema from like head to toe, and it was really bad. I mean, I think it's one thing like if I was going through a difficult time by myself, I'd be able to control my emotions, my circumstance. Like I can react the way that I have control over how I want to react to certain situations, right? It's another thing when you see, like, when I see my son going through that and I can't do anything, and I see my wife going through, like difficulty and I can't do anything about that, and nothing but to support and help as much as I could. And so because of that reason, I decided to kind of shift my priorities and really just be there for my wife and my son, meaning that I had to kind of step away from this, which was YouTube, for just creating content in general. And that's how severe the eczema was. It was to a degree where like we tried everything, and if you ever had a kid and they went through eczema, you'll probably recommend stuff to us, and I'm 100% sure that we've tried it all. And there was this one treatment that it's a shot that we have to give him annually. We started giving him that a couple months back because he couldn't start it until 6 months, and it's working. It's better, and so we're trying to figure out a rhythm and schedule for him. But it's still a challenge. But man, I love my son. I love him. He's amazing, and my wife is amazing for taking care of him when I can't. But another thing is, I recently moved a month ago. I'm currently in my new place. It doesn't look like it. It looks like the exact same setup because that's how I keep it. It's like a set, right? It's an office set. But the moving process was much more difficult because we had a newborn, and so my wife would take care of him while I'd be doing majority of the moves and like unpacking, moving, shipping, all that stuff. Even with the help of like our friends and our family, like coming and watching Zachary and helping move like the furnitures over to the new place, which if you're watching and you helped me move, thank you so much. We still feel super behind. We're like still unpacking things. And I feel like that's going to be the reality of it. I feel like for those of you that have moved, I feel like it's just a never ending journey of unpacking. I don't know if we'll ever feel like we're done unpacking. I feel like we're just constantly going. But my wife and I, we've been trying to search for property, like purchase a home since early 2021. And long story short, there was just nothing good out there for the price of what we're gonna pay to what we're getting, especially in California, Orange County, California. It sucked. Everything was just super expensive. Everything was super small. And there was a home, the condos being built around our area, which is perfect location. And we had to wait like 2 years for everything to be finished building. So it took us, by the time we were like, there's nothing out there, the homes were finally built. We finally got to tour around, and we're like, this is the one. Maybe one day I'll give you guys a home tour and kind of show you guys around. But currently, like my wife and I, we love this place. We feel like it's perfect to live here, hopefully forever, and grow all our kids here, like raise all our kids here. So the first update was the baby. Second one was the home. And the third one is a business that I started. So in November of 2022, a little after Thanksgiving, I wanted to start a new business because if you guys know and have been following me, I ran a screen printing business for about 10 years. And then I decided to stop it. I actually gave away all of my equipment to somebody who I felt like would be more beneficial for him to use. And then I was like, you know what? Time for a new journey. So I started a new business, which I'll share more of in the future. And the reason I'm not sharing like all the details of it is because I want to build something from the ground up, starting with nothing. So like, I didn't want to leverage any social media, none of my friends, family, community. I told nobody about it because I wanted to like prove my let me share it, it'll make more sense, right? So for example, like when I talk to people who either graduated high school or young people or people share with me like, Eddie, I have this business idea, this is what I want to start, or this is what I really like. And I always tell them like, hey, like you should try it. Like while you're young, take some risks, try things out. And if it doesn't work out, you can go back to college. If you're going to college, you're undecided, might as well drop out, try different things, try stuff out, take risks. But the general response that I always receive is like, oh no, it's too hard. Or oh, it's easy for you to do because you're Eddie. Or it's easy because you've done this and this. But I'm like, yeah, yes and no. Like I didn't get to and done what I've done just by chance or by luck, because it doesn't work that way. It's really through hard work, consistency, and rinse and repeat. It's boring, it's difficult, but it's possible. The cost of entry is open to everybody, but I know it's not for everybody. But my thing is like, just try. So I wanted to build this business starting from the ground with no audience, no leverage, no nothing, no social media. And it's almost been a year. And I'm really proud of where it is today. Some of you may be thinking, wait, you stopped uploading videos on YouTube, but you started a new business while your son was going through all that. That doesn't make any sense. Why not just continue with YouTube and not do your business? And my response to that is that I started the business before my son was born, and I was gaining traction. And during that time is when we found out that, oh man, we're gonna have a really difficult time managing, life with my son. So it was either let go of that business or pause on YouTube. It was one or the other. And when it came to like schedule wise of like when to watch the baby and stuff like that, creating content was much more difficult. Like it's like the business that I started didn't really require me to use my brain, and it'll make more sense when I share in the future. But that's the short answer. It just worked out that way. It was better that way. But the last thing I want to share is, the direction of this channel. Like, what am I gonna be doing? What am I gonna be creating? And I think I'm gonna keep continuing to create crypto, investing, money, finance content. I know my channel is very heavy on crypto, but I'm hoping to kind of branch out and do different types. Maybe I don't know. Like, I didn't upload a video for over 10 months. I feel like I killed my own channel. Like, to simply put it, I just have no idea. Like, I have no idea what's gonna happen to my channel. It can go anywhere or it can go nowhere. But I do want to keep creating content that I believe in, and hopefully content that will be informational, helpful to anybody that is watching this. Well, that's it for now. This is not goodbye. You'll see more of me. And if you're watching this, thank you guys so much. And what did I used to say? Have a good morning, good night, adios, something like that. Good night, good morning, adios.